So as George carries on using his penetrating fluid on the car... You have a lay down! Don't come into work like this next week. Right, so we've just done a bet. The £100 BMW. If this video gets 1,000 likes, we're going to turbocharge it. On the cheap, I will say on the cheap, but if you want to see this thing turbocharged and sent on the limiter with like maybe a screamer coming out the bonnet, like blah, 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 give this video like 1,000 likes we need to get to, otherwise I'm not doing it. We need to do 1,000 likes, so I'm not doing it. Do it anyway. 1,000. So I got this car, right, and you need to put this full-on hazmat made-at-home thing on to actually get in the thing. Is it going to start? We don't know if it's actually going to start. Hopefully it does. Dried out a bit. Has it dried out? Well, that's always lovely, isn't it? I'd say it's absolutely revolting in there. I love that he's actually made that to get in the car with. That's so funny. What have you done? You get me some gloves. Gloves incoming. You may be asking yourself instantly why in God's name we've all got gloves on in this video. Well, if you've watched the last video of this, you'll know full well it is absolutely revolting in this thing. We don't want essentially transmitted infections onto ourselves. Thank God it started. I mean, I was surprised that it just started then. If you didn't watch the last video, the car is actually on shims at the front at the moment, so that isn't lowered. There's literally disintegrated suspension on the front of this thing, and it meant that they actually had to put shims in the front of it to get it off the recovery truck. So that's what we're actually going to be fixing today, because you can't have that.
That made me feel a bit drowsy.
Dirty inside. So here it is. If you didn't watch the last video, please go back and watch it. This is the £100 E46, but it is a 2.5 litre manual version of this absolute relic of cars, and this is the sort of stuff you have to wear to get in it. It's disgusting in there, isn't it?
It's right.
We will just crack this door. If you haven't seen the video, please again, go and watch it. I'm just going to put you guys in there for a second. Have a good look round. It is on another level disgusting, because the car was sat for around 5 years, with 2 of those years with that driver's window open. So inside is a pool of disgustingness. Right. Drag this into the shop, shall we? I don't know if you can see that on the floor. No, you can't even see it. Okay, so we're going to go through exactly what we've got. We have a top mount, because it's going to need it. We'll pop them there. I was going to put it on the car there, but that's rude.
Steering lock adapters.
Steering lock adapters? What, for like...
You can never have too much steering lock in a rear-wheel drive car, can you?
You can't, can you? Especially when you're sideways doing things and stuff.
Who would do that?
We're changing suspension components today. We have top mounts there, we have some more top mounts here. But here's the pièce de résistance of any budget car build. It's JOM's best. George at the garage bought these. Suspension. Because it's got no suspension, because it's completely crumbled out the bottom of the car. So yes, we will be fitting all of these things to the fantastic £100 E46 today. I think all of the collection of here is 3 times the amount of the car already. So if you do like budget builds where we pay more for suspension than you have for the physical car, again, 1,000 likes, we will turbocharge this. So George, everyone may be asking, what spark plugs are we going to put in? What oil are we going to be changing? Absolutely none of it, because modifications over serviceable items.
We're going to do this in the order that everybody does it.
Yeah, because no one actually services their car, especially a car like this.
No, you can put coilovers on it long before you service it.
Of course you would. Also, do you want to see it on the dyno as is? Because I do. I want to see what power this has got.
Can I put some springs on it first?
We can put some, yeah, because then it'll actually go over the like mount onto the thing. I don't even think that will go on the dyno. It won't even go on the dyno as is, I don't think. We'll find out, but we'll put coilovers on it first. But always and forever modify before you service. Don't really do that.
We are going to service it, but
not now.
We just want to see how crap it is as it is.
Yeah, because we could actually take the suspension out and the strut comes out with the top of the whole car. Like the whole thing might just fall out in front of us. Also, you might be asking, Jamie, when's the bird's nest coming out of the car? It is not coming out. We're putting it on the dyno with it on there, and I mean, it might be a funny video. It might turn out really badly and might catch fire. We'll see.
We've got an issue.
What's the issue?
No, we're not. I'm not searching through the interior.
Right, have you got a fucking wheel nut? No. First hurdle, no locking wheel nut. Key. And they're a spline one, so I'm assuming it's this generation, they come with a spline. So as you'll see, first problem is spline wheel nut key isn't in the car. So we've got to work out how to get that off. All of them, of course, have got that on there. Oh my God.
This is what we made.
Oh, a little like thing. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Just to get it on and off of the thing, obviously not driving with that, like that.
Clips on.
So the actual spring has completely disintegrated.
Well, that's all that's left.
That's all that's left.
There's nothing else on there, that's it.
Oh my. That is actually the most insane thing I've ever seen. Oh, it's fallen through onto the brake.
Let's go.
So there is no spring in it at the moment, but a little bit up there.
There's this thing that we made to clip around the shaft.
Other than that, there's nothing holding the spring. But there's no spring. It's completely gone. Wow. I've never seen that before.
So it just sits on the bump stop.
Assessing the other side, because you only put one the other side.
Yeah.
This side is as well completely snapped out of the front of the car. That is, I've seen some snap springs, but I just, that's another level. Are they aftermarket springs or are they BMW ones? We'll find out in a minute, but that's insane. Okay, well I didn't actually get the camera on quick enough there. Freaking got it off. Smacked this on there and it's come off straight away. Come to a professional. They'll do it professionally. Ish.
With the wrong tool.
I mean, with the wrong tool, you smack crap out of it to get it on there, but don't worry about it. George, you just say that off camera and I will put it on camera. That's how easy it could actually be to steal wheels. Now these, I'm assuming these are BMW locking wheel nuts, and that's a spline bit. We've used a hammer. Yeah, we used a gun to get them off, but it was that quick. Very impressive. You've now got to get the bolt out of the thing though. Yeah. Well, I don't know if your hammering skills are what they used to be. Hammer straight in the nuts.
Don't swing it like you used to.
Yeah. Well, that's exposed a lot of rust-y things. Right, so here you will see mud, surface rust. Ooh, a bit of whatever that is. Looks like hay. A bit of hay in there. Ooh. And the last little bits of this. You see that? Snappy snappersons. In fact, it snapped so much that it's gone above. It's actually kept going up there, so that's happened. Just hoovering the inside of the car, wheel up, hoover around that spring up there, mate. Yeah, that's it, around there. Yeah, lovely. Just hoover around the snap spring there as well. Just hoover around that bit, yeah, that's it. Got to be working in a clean environment, you see. It's given up, not happy.
It's Saturday morning.
Yeah, it's like, no, I'm out. Boy, I must admit, it is like, it's okay under here, but like also not at the same time. Stop it, you're drunk. You have a lay down. Don't come into work like this next week. P45 next time you turn up like this. Don't, I'm not having it. Flake it, is she flaking up, mate?
Everything flakes up when I touch it.
Yeah, look at that, it's flaky. I was just pointing out the active aero here, and then the active aero in here for the brake ducting. So when you go around a corner, it moves.
What about the air intake for the engine?
Air intake for the engine, what, all the way down here, just chilling at the bottom. Well, that's the coldest bottom of the car. Coldest bit, isn't it? Yeah. So that moves with the air, you see that, and so does this, and so does this, and so does everything. Let's put a self-tapper in there, mate, should be fine.
The little slider's still there.
A lot has come out there. Oh my god, look how bad that is. Is that a repair job or is that how they were? Because that's really bad. Is that filler?
Yeah.
You see that? How much filler's in this front arch? Mint, mate, don't worry about it.
Should we see how much filler's in?
Oh my god! Got everywhere. Look at that. Oh wow. That's a serious repair job there, isn't it? Someone has definitely repaired this, and could you just buy a new arch at this point? Like, what is the actual point? Maybe that was when they were expensive, I don't know.
Pattern wings, 40 quid.
40 quid? Well, that's
brand new.
Worth of whatever that is in there.
Genuine Chinese.
Genuine Chinese.
Pattern wings, 40 quid.
Don't tell me you've already looked to buy some.
I have.
Well, there we are then.
That was an E46 thing though, back in the day.
That was a big thing.
That's always been an E46 thing.
So the multiple layers are metal, rust and rot and bits of Bondo. It's quite strong still though. I mean, I can't actually snap. Oh, I can. So now all the wheels are off. We're going to put some penetrating fluid into this bottom thing here because it in theory pinches the bottom of the strut. Is that correct?
It is correct.
It is correct.
We use WD-40, but other brands are available. Safety glasses are available.
Yeah, we need a sponsor for safety glasses next. That's the next thing. Penetrating fluid going in. So as George carries on using his penetrating fluid on the car, I'm going to mildly assess the underneath, because we haven't actually been under this car yet and we need to know what we're working with. Put new parts on there, we want to make sure things are going the way they should. What is that in there? What is that? It looks like concrete. I'm not even sure what's going on here. It looks like it's been stuffed into something, because it's low, isn't it? Because it's low. On a good note, there is still catalytic converters in there, and we all know if you buy a cheap car with cats these days, ching ching, we are ready to go. Lovely, lovely. Underneath here though, I mean, there's a lot more reminisce of. Oh, look at all that in there. It's like a lump of nice. Right on your lovely floor, great.
Well, it's not lovely anymore.
Well, no, it's not, is it?
That BMW you bought and ruined that.
Yeah. Yep, that's good. See, this is where it was sat, wasn't it? Under mounds of disgusting dirt. Absolutely.
It was the swamp.
It was the swamp.
It still is a swamp. It's still leaking out.
But yeah, I mean, it's leaking from here, actually in the floorboard.
I've just dropped one.
You've what?
Dropped one.
You've dropped. I've dropped one. We'll go around this side while the smell creates over there. We've got a bit of aerodynamic air conditioning entrance there. I think we're calling that today. Ducting into the cabin. Rails here. Not too many smacks. I mean, usually there is a lot more on a lowered vehicle such as this. Not too bad. It's dry.
It's not wet mud. It is dry mud.
That's actually... Is that the carpet there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's air conditioning for the back of the cabin. Exhaust still here though, it's got a box there. Got your DTMs out the back.
Suspension mounting areas are quite solid.
Well, that's good, isn't it? At least it's solid in the places we need it to be solid. So much dirt. I mean, look at this in here though. It's crazy. How do you even do that? How do you manage that sort of bit of damage there? It's just so random.
I'm pretty sure he took it for a quick rally stage around the farm before he parked it.
Other than that though, not actually that bad under here. There's a couple of holes, but it's going to happen. Nearly 200,000 miles and 5 years sat in the field. Other than that, mate, she's ready for the something. Definitely ready for something.
I think we should drift it.
I reckon we should drift it. I reckon that's where this is going. Get your penetrating fluid. She's definitely rusty. Surface rusty, not real rust.
Do you know what this is called? This penetrating fluid?
No.
My name is Jeff!
The bolt has exited the hole. I don't know. I'm not a mechanic, I ain't got a clue, mate. Looks like it's come out though, doesn't it?
You do enjoy your day release here though, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a Saturday out, isn't it? Like, a couple of hours here, a couple of hours there.
Time's the bus picking you up.
That one's not an 18, that one, is it? Damn these cut springs.
You've done it.
We're off. Woo! Woo! And then put my hand through my hair. I've lost it!
Come out a little bit easier than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, I was actually quite surprised. Well, that came out alright, didn't it? I'm actually genuinely surprised at 200,000 miles, nearly. It doesn't matter. Bungee cord's coming out.
Brand spanking
brand new. Just for YouTube. The brand new one's coming out.
Bungee cords are quite expensive.
They are dear, aren't they?
They never used to be this dear.
I've positioned everybody so they can see not only the modifications we are making, but the bird's nest in the engine bay. Because bird's nest in the engine bay. And just like that, look at the spring.
Oh my actual, wow. That is insane.
That is what's left. There's a snail in there, chillaxing. Oh, so that's actually the top of the spring there. That's the top of the spring there. So that's supposed to be above this part. How has that even happened?
That brake there.
Yeah, is actually that brake there. Cobwebs on, mate.
Goes there. That's fresh.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's actually quite fresh.